Quintas Renewable Energy creates a niche, develops energy generation equipment for agro-industrial processing in villages and farm sites. In an era marked by the growing concern for sustainable energy sources and bad feeder roads to villages, innovative solutions are emerging to bridge the gap between energy generation and food preservation. One of such pioneering approaches comes from companies like Quintas Renewable Energy Solutions Limited. Quintas is at the forefront in the development of energy generation equipment and agri-processing equipment to help preserve agricultural produce. Quintas Renewable Energy Solutions Limited was established in 2009, leading to the charge in providing energy generation equipment. It developed a solar biomass hybrid energy solutions tailored to meet the needs of agricultural producers living in rural locations. The expertise in designing, implementing, and maintaining these systems ensures that farmers have seamless and unlimited access to clean energy for sustainable development and efficient harnessing of the potentials in the village ecosystem. In a comprehensive interview with Platinum Television, Dr. Omotayo Dairo, who is the founder and CEO of Quintas Renewable Energy Solutions Limited, noted that the objective of this project is to reduce hunger and poverty in the society and to enhance the use of energy generation equipment with a view to adding value to agricultural produce beyond primary level.
My name is Dr. Omotayo Dairo. I am the Managing Director of Quintas Renewable Energy Solutions Limited. Quintas was established in 2009 to produce energy from nature, and we focus on solar technology and biomass energy technology. In the last 15 years, we have been able to have a lot of international recognitions. For example, in 2009, the Climatology Department of the World Bank named us as one of the 10 companies in the world who submitted papers as how to reduce poverty and hunger the world all over. In 2011, we won the Technology Pioneer Award of the World Economic Forum. In 2012, UNDP gave us a grant of $30,000 to develop biomass energy into electricity. In 2014, the United States African Development Foundation gave us $100,000 to develop electricity from waste. And Siemens, MPAC, and other organizations have interacted with our company over the years. Over this period, we looked at the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria has a population of over 220 million people, and according to Wikipedia, Nigeria produced about 186 million tons of food last year. It is on record that 40% of the food production goes into post-harvest wastage. That is about 76 million tons. Unfortunately, as of August 2023, 25,400,000 Nigerians go to bed every day without food. So our organization now decided to see how do we come in to solve this problem of hunger and poverty that pervades the land. We have resolved that it is harnessing what we call the potentials of the village ecosystem that will be able to solve this. Nigerians have moved to the villages on their own without anybody propelling them to practice agriculture. And we know that 95% of agricultural practice take place at village level. Unfortunately, when these farmers produce their crops, the feeder roads are in such a bad state that they cannot bring their goods to town and to the markets for sales. And because they cannot process the food, the shelf life of the food is very short. Take cassava as an example. Cassava has a shelf life of 5 days after harvest if it is not processed. But if you process to gari, you have increased the shelf life to about 12 to 18 months. And plantain is another one. If it is not processed, it has a shelf life of about 2 to 3 weeks. But if you process it into chips, it will increase the shelf life to over 6 months. And if you process it into plantain flour, you increase the shelf life to about 12 to 18 months. So Quintas now decided that for us to be able to make impact, that we have to develop energy generation equipment, and at the same time fix this equipment in the villages, on the farms, so that we will be able to take the primary goods of farmers from the primary level to add value to them, so that they will attract more money in the market and at the same time have a long shelf life, so that they can keep their foods in their homes in the villages when the roads are bad, and when the dry season comes, they can evacuate this food to sell, feed the population, and at the same time improve their economy. So we designed what we call a solar biomass hybrid energy solution to achieve this objective. In this objective, we use solar to generate electricity, and we use biomass. Biomass is agricultural waste or wood waste or forest waste that we burn to be able to generate heat and steam. When you have electricity and you have clean heat and you have steam, you can do industrial processing at anywhere. So we have developed this one, and we have developed what we call the extracting the potentials of the village ecosystem, so that we set up these industries either in villages where farmers will aggregate their products for processing to add value to it and to preserve it, to process it, or we take it to big farms where we are sure that we will have enough raw materials to be able to process. For example, if you have about 20 acres of plantation, we can come and site our factory right inside your plantation, so that as we are harvesting, we are doing the processing on that farm, so that we will minimize waste. We have been able to do this one with success. To demonstrate what we have done, we have developed, as at the moment, 3 value chain levels. We have developed what we call the cassava value chain, we have developed what we call the plantain value chain, and we have developed the palm oil value chain. In addition to this, the wastes from this value chain process, we use it in what we call a circular economy. We convert them to animal feed, to feed pigs, to feed livestock, to feed poultry. And the waste from this poultry we put into our biodigester to generate methane gas, so that we want a situation where we will discourage villagers from using firewood to cook because of its dangerous effect to their health and the community and the environment, so that we would now introduce gas to them for them to be able to process. So what we will start now is to talk about the cassava value chain. When we harvest cassava, we bring it to our factory, it will be peeled. After peeling, we wash it to be able to have proper hygiene. Thereafter, we mill the cassava, we call it grating. And after the grating, we would press, and after the press, we would fry to produce gari. We use other processes to produce other staple foods like pupuru, like lafu, so that we use that one, and we do extract starch for people that will want to have starch from cassava. The waste from this cassava, we use it to feed the pigs that we maintain on our farm. And for the plantain, we bring the plantain, we use our machine to chip the plantain chips, and after chipping, we would fry to produce plantain chips, or we would dry with hot air to produce dried chips, which we will mill into plantain flour. The other interesting one is the palm oil production. Nigeria produces about 960,000 tons of palm oil every year, and we discovered that as much as 30 to 40,000 tons of the palm oil are not harvested at all because the palms are either too high for people to do or it's too laborious for them or they don't have means of processing. If we have any plantation where they have sizable palm trees or communities with palm trees, we go there with our equipment. We would use steam to heat the palm fruits, which we call sterilization. After sterilization, we do the digestion and we press to be able to extract the oil at village level so that when we are coming out from the village, we are coming with final products. And the waste from the bunches, we use it as a heat generation source in our boiler to generate steam and to generate clean heat energy in form of hot air to do any agro-industrial processing that we will want to do. Piggery is coming up because if you see 34% of all meat consumption in the world is pigs. Even the cow that is giving us a lot of problem, it is only 28-29% of meat consumption in the world. So there is no argument about the fact that Nigerians could be encouraged to produce more pigs so that we would be able to domesticate them. And the excreta from these pigs we put into our biodigester for methane generation, so that the community would now be taken away gradually from the use of firewood to methane gas, so that they would be able to reduce carbon emission that they are having from using of firewood. They will stop deforestation. They will stop the negative impact of deforestation on the environment, and the climate change that we are all talking about will be addressed.
Farm produce processed for value addition and preserved for higher economic value in the market. Quintas Renewable Energy Solutions Limited has been able to develop energy generation equipment and at the same time install these equipment on the farms and villages for processing of the farm products in order to increase the shelf life of the goods produced from farms. Dr. Dairo noted that the company has developed three chain values which include cassava value chain, plantain value chain, and palm oil value chain. He also says that the waste from these value chain processes are being used for a circular economy, which are converted into animal feeds. He emphasized the biomass energy, which is derived from organic materials like crop residues and animal waste, such as excretes from pigs, provides sustainable energy source. It noted that this can be converted into biogas, biofuel, or used directly for heating and electricity generation as the world continues to grapple with climate change. Adelanke Akinmoladun, reporting for Platinum Television.